Hey everyone, it's Mark, and this is my recap for Pokémon Journeys episode 132, the Finals 4, Partner. This was the 1217th episode of the Pokemon anime, the fourth and final episode of Ash vs. Leon, and what some people are calling the best Pokemon episode ever. I'm almost speechless, but you all clicked on this video to hear my review, so let's get into it. Alright, so the last episode ended with Eternatus appearing above the stadium. Things were looking pretty ominous, but I don't know, it was always clear to me what was going to happen here. Eternatus saves the day by shooting a Dynamax cannon into the sky, which clears away the dark clouds. This sends shockwaves through the stadium, but Eternatus has done its part. It's protected Galar, and now it flies away into the distance, probably never to be seen again. I loved Team Rocket's reaction to this. They couldn't believe what they were seeing, even reciting their motto in appreciation of Eternatus. And take a look at Ash and Leon's Dynamax bands. They're glowing because of all the Galar particles in the air. Yeah, I pretty much guessed this spot on. Both trainers have an extra use of Dynamax, and Leon doesn't hesitate to use it, recalling Charizard and sending in Gigantamax Cinderace. And with what may have been the best Let's Get Huge ever, Ash Gigantamax is Pikachu, and now this is not a matchup I expected to see. Pikachu versus Cinderace with both Pokemon Gigantamaxed. Leon calls for G-Max Fireball, while Ash calls for G-Max Volt Crash. Both Pokemon brace for impact, and they try their best to fend off the other's attack, but ultimately both moves do hit. And when the smoke clears, both Pokemon have surprisingly reverted back to normal, so this bonus Gigantamax lasted only one turn. I was gonna say that G-Max Volt Crash's additional effect of paralyzing its opponents activated, but well, this actually knocked Cinderace out. Wow. And let's check the scoreboard. Yeah, both trainers are down to one Pokemon each. This is what the battle comes down to, Pikachu versus Charizard. Ash and Leon have a quick exchange before resuming the battle. Both trainers are fired up for what's to come. Ash even starts to go on and on about how this battle is the culmination of everything since he and Pikachu first met, and we see all kinds of returning characters watching on. Again, I feel like I was predicting this all along. They were saving all the companion cameos for Ash versus Leon. Alright, let's get the show on the road. Ash calls for Quick Attack while Leon has Charizard use Ancient Power, which honestly is one of the few tactical decisions I would question Leon about. Why does he still have Ancient Power on Charizard's moveset and not like a ground type move? Anyways, I don't think I need to go over literally every single move here. There's a lot of great back and forth action between Charizard and Pikachu. Both trainers are in perfect sync with their Pokemon and are sending powerful attacks all over the place. Leon keeps trying to apply pressure by using Fire Blast, but Ash does just about everything he can think of to avoid it. As the battle starts to reach a fever pitch, both Pokemon send a ton of energy out onto the battlefield. This looks like some kind of crazy counter shield duel, but it's actually just Pikachu and Charizard showing how fired up and electrified this battle has made them. Once again, there's another great sequence of just pure battling. My play-by-play isn't going to do it any justice. It's fantastic in every single way. Tactically, visually, you name it. And this sequence ends with Leon finally landing a Fire Blast on Pikachu. But Pikachu is still standing. Well, kind of, and we get a smash cut of all of Ash's companions looking on. The audio at this point in the episode is basically just Pikachu's breathing. It's nearing exhaustion and everyone knows it. The camera even changes to Pikachu's point of view, and after staring down Charizard for a minute, Pikachu falls and the screen fades to black. But it's not over. Pikachu remembers when he first met Ash and then enters this dreamlake state where Pikachu is surrounded by Ash's Kanto Pokemon. Wait, actually, Pikachu is seeing all of Ash's Pokemon. Well, all of Ash's Pokemon that he had for more than like one episode, but this was incredible. Going region by region, all of Pikachu's teammates there cheering him on. Finally, all the Journeys Pokemon are there to give Pikachu that one last boost, and Ash reminds Pikachu that everyone is all by their side. And oh my god, is Pikachu fired up now or what? Just incredible power. And you know the end is coming now. The very first opening theme starts to play as an insert song. Ash is turning his hat backwards, and oh man, here we go. Leon isn't just going to stand there and take it though. He throws his hat in the air and yells, "It's champion time," and Charizard prepares for one last Fire Blast. Ash calls for Thunderbolt, and if anyone's played Pokemon Masters EX, this kind of looked like B Thunderbolt to me, which is pretty fitting if you think about it. And not only do both Pokemon fire off their attacks, but they dive in after their attacks as well. This looked more like Flare Blitz and Volt Tackle than it did Fire Blast and Thunderbolt. And wow, I am running out of ways to describe just how epic these face-offs are, but I mean, this is the absolute peak, the final moment of the match, and then we cut to commercial? The next scene starts with Pikachu coming to inside a Pokemon Center, and wait a minute, what happened to the battle? Oh, okay, here we go. We're back into the action, and I don't really know who got the better of this exchange by the look of this screenshot, but it seems like Pikachu managed to knock Charizard back. And after sending one last burst of flame into the sky, Charizard falls. It's defeated. Ash did it. He won! I can barely believe it, but he runs and picks up Pikachu, embracing his partner after pulling off their biggest victory ever. And now we cut back to the scene in the Pokemon Center where their celebrations are cut short when Leon walks in. He says that this match reminded him of his first ever battle, and we get to see even more of this old flashback where Leon and Charmander faced off against Sonia and Rookidee, and believe it or not, Sonia actually won this battle, and for all we know, this was the last time that Leon had ever lost before today. After the two shake hands and look forward to their future battles, it's award ceremony time, and Ash and his Journeys team are getting the adulation they deserve, and wow, this is a massive trophy that Ash just won, but hey, they all deserve it for winning the Masters 8 tournament. Everyone else is celebrating too. Ash's Pokemon back at Oak's lab are fired up, and seeing Ash lift the trophy is just so cool. He's the world champ, or the monarch, I guess. We're not finished just yet though. The scene changes from Winden Stadium to Ash's hotel room, where our new champion is getting an early morning call from Go. And if you thought this series was over with Ash defeating Leon, well, think again, because we still have the small matter of Project Mew on our hands. Well, here we are. Ash versus Leon is finally over, and Ash is the champion of the world. That's crazy. Like, I think it was super predictable, but that doesn't mean it's not crazy. Even if I was pretty certain about what was going to happen, this was still amazing. In fact, I actually knew Ash was going to win. I tried so hard to avoid getting spoiled about this episode. I had so many safety measures in place to stay away from spoilers, but the one thing I did not turn off was my email notifications, and like the big dumb idiot I am, I accidentally read an email that I got about a comment left on my community post from earlier today, and yeah, sure enough, it just so happened to be the one comment that spoiled me. Unbelievable. It's all good though. This interaction took a rather funny and then wholesome turn, so I'm not mad. In fact, I'm happy that I got a new member. If any of you want to be like Ryan and show your support for all my videos, go ahead and click the join button to become a channel member. Or, you know, just hit like and subscribe. Those are free options and I appreciate those as well. And if you're a true fan of mine, you'll know that we got another bingo this episode as we finally check off the Ash defeats Leon tile. I don't know how many more of these we're actually going to be able to check off, but as things stand, after getting our second bingo last week, we can add a third bingo, taking out that entire column. Nice. Alright, let's get back to actually discussing the episode, not any of the meta stuff that has probably already made new viewers get confused and click off the video. If you are still watching, then here's some hard-hitting analysis for you. I'm giving this episode a 10 out of 10 rating. That's right, it's a 10, it just is. There was never any question in my mind that it could be anything else. I said at the start of the video that some people are calling this the best episode in the history of the Pokemon anime, and it's definitely in contention for that top spot. I can totally see why people would put it there. Personally, I don't think I'd call this the very best episode ever, but that's just me. I've said over and over again in videos and over in my Discord server that I don't particularly care about the animation, so when I hear some people say this episode may have been the best animation of all time, I'll take your word for it, I guess. I mean, it looked cool, don't get me wrong, but I'm not blown away or anything. Like I said, I just don't care all that much about the animation. What I do care about is the story, the music, the pacing, everything that makes me feel a certain way when watching an episode. And watching this, I mean, chills. Whether it was the epic battling or the returning characters watching on, and by the way, I wanted to highlight the best return of them all. Remember this scene? Oh yeah, that's right, a Todd Snap sighting. Wow, they really did bring back all the companions, didn't they? I plan on talking about this more in my series review of Pokemon Journeys, but with this being the culmination of the anime's 25th anniversary, what better way to bring together everything that's happened from the very beginning up until now? This was Ash and Pikachu at their best, and yeah, it's super cheesy, typical anime protagonist stuff where they stare impossible odds in the face and still overcome them. It doesn't have to make logical sense, it's still fantastic to watch. Ash winning this battle shows just how far he's come throughout his entire career. He had his toughest hurdle right in front of him, and thanks to Pikachu, he cleared it. Ash is the best trainer in the world. Of course, that opens up a lot of discussion. What happens next? Now, Leon is a challenger for Ash? Surely everyone in the world wants to battle Ash now, right? Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where the anime goes from here. By the way, even though I gave this episode a 10 out of 10 and loved it so much, it doesn't mean that it was perfect. For the second time in this battle, the Gigantamax ended early for reasons? Yeah, that was dumb. But at least it does kind of excuse the fact that Ash and Pikachu have never practiced using Gigantamax in over 100 episodes. Like, really, Leon should outclass Ash and Pikachu if they decided to Gigantamax, so it would have been kinda silly for Ash to really go to town with Gigantamax Pikachu. Another thing that I didn't necessarily love was the way they cut back and forth from the Pokemon Center towards the ending of the battle. I don't know, I think it would have been better to have just played out the battle all in one go. The cutting back and forth was weird, and it kind of made the ending feel a bit disjointed, which was pretty unnecessary. But now that this battle is over, all 4 episodes have finished, where does this battle rank all time? I'm curious to hear what you all think in the comments, but for me, I think I'd put it top 3. That's my gut feeling. I don't think it's the best battle ever, but it's up there. I think I need to rewatch it all in one sitting to really get a better sense of how I feel about it, so maybe down the line I'll have a more clear opinion on that. For a while now, I've predicting that the anime will finish the Masters 8 tournament, and then we'll get the Project Mew climax. The way things had been going though, I was kinda changing my mind on that. I thought maybe Journeys was just gonna end with Ash versus Leon, but no, we're not finished just yet. Project Mew is still up next, and I'm so happy about that. The next episode is actually titled Project Mew, and I don't really know what to expect from this. We can theorize that maybe Go's mission was taking place at the same time as Ash's battle, but other than that, I don't really know what else to say. Other than that, I'm extremely excited to see how this plays out. I've been a huge advocate for Project Mew this entire series. I think it's an incredibly fascinating storyline with so many interesting plot points, and I really hope the climax of the storyline is as good as I think it can be. With that, I think I'm done here. I don't really have anything else to add to this review. I could go on and on, but I try to keep these videos at least somewhat concise, even though I do have some of the most thorough episode reviews on YouTube. I'm so glad that I got to watch an all-time episode of the Pokemon anime, and I got to share my thoughts with all of you. That's really the reason why I started making videos in the first place. I'm happy that in some strange parasocial way, we're able to experience the fun and excitement of these episodes together. And here's to many more exciting episodes to come. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.